Hello students. In this video, we'll explore Unit 2, the Structuralists, Mentalists, and Sociocultural Perspectives. Discover how these theories shaped modern linguistics. Let's dive in. In this video, we will cover Introduction. Learn how structuralism, mentalism, and sociocultural linguistics emerged as key approaches to studying language. Structuralists. Understand Saussure's concepts. Signifier, signified, lang, parole, and syntagmatic, paradigmatic relations. Compare European, Saussure, and American, Bloomfield, Sapir, structuralism. The linguistic sign. Explore how words, signifiers, and meanings, signified, combine to form arbitrary linguistic signs. Saussurean principles. Lang, language system, versus parole, actual speech. Synchronic, study at one time, versus diachronic, study over time. American structuralists. Bloomfield's behaviorist approach. Language as stimulus response. Sapir's universalism. Language as a cultural product. The Mentalists. Discover Chomsky's critique of structuralism and his generative grammar theory. Key concepts. Competence, knowledge, versus performance, use. Sociocultural linguistics. Sapir-Hoff hypothesis. Language shapes thought, linguistic relativity. Delheim's communicative competence. Language in social context. Let us sum up. Recap how structuralism, mentalism, and sociocultural views complement each other. Before we move on, please like, share and subscribe the channel for more such study materials, and one important information: if you'd like the notes for this video, check the download link in the description box. Thank you. Introduction. Let's understand the key ideas behind structuralism, mentalism and sociocultural perspectives in linguistics. What is structuralism? A 20th century approach to study language as a system of relationships. Focuses on how language elements, sounds, words, relate to each other. Started with Saussure's work in Europe, 1910. Mentalist reaction. Challenged structuralism in 1950. Says language study must include mind and intuition. Chomsky's key idea. Humans have innate language ability, universal grammar. Sociocultural view. Language can't be separated from society and culture. Key theorists. Sapir-Hoff, Delheim's. Studies how language shapes thought. Example, different words for water in cultures. Why these matter? Structuralism equals language as a system. Mentalism equals language in the mind. Sociocultural equals language in society. Structuralists. Let's dive deeper into structuralists. The pioneers who changed how we study language. Structuralists. Who? Linguists like Ferdinand de Saussure, Leonard Bloomfield, and Edward Sapir. Goal. To analyze language as a system of interconnected parts, like a puzzle. The linguistic sign. Sign equals signifier plus signified. Signifier. The word, sound. Example, tree. Signified. The mental image, concept. Key idea. The link between word and meaning is arbitrary. No natural reason. Tree means Saussurean principles. Lang versus parole. Lang. The abstract rules of language. Example, English grammar. Parole. How people actually speak, write. Example, your tweets. Synchronic versus diachronic. Synchronic. Studying language at one time. Example, modern Hindi. Diachronic. Studying language over time. Example, Sanskrit. Hindi. Syntagmatic versus paradigmatic. Syntagmatic. How words combine in a sentence. Example, she eats apples. Paradigmatic. Words that could replace each other. Example, eats, cooks. American structuralists. Bloomfield. Focused on observable behavior, stimulus response. Ignored meaning. Just studied sounds, patterns. Sapir. Linked language to culture and universal human thought. Mentored Hoff, of Sapir-Hoff hypothesis. The Mentalists. Let's dive deeper into the Mentalists. The thinkers who changed how we study language and mind. Who they were. Scholars in the 1950s who rejected structuralism's focus on just describing language. Believed language study must include how the mind works, cognition, intuition. Key ideas. Language is innate. Humans are born with ability to learn language, not just copying sounds. Focus on creativity. We can make infinite new sentences, not just repeat what we hear. Noam Chomsky's revolution. Introduced generative grammar. Rules to create all possible correct sentences. Two core concepts. Competence, our hidden knowledge of language rules, even if we can't explain them. Performance, how we actually speak, with mistakes, pauses, etc. Universal grammar, UG. Theory that all languages share basic rules. Example, nouns, verbs. Example, kids don't need to be taught. I eat versus I eating. They just know it's wrong. Mentalists versus structuralists. Structuralists, describe what you hear. Mentalists, explain why language works this way. Sociocultural linguistics. Let's dive deeper into sociocultural linguistics. How language connects with society and culture. What it is. Studies how language is shaped by social and cultural contexts. Not just grammar rules. Key thinkers. Sapir-Whorf hypothesis. Language affects how we see the world. Linguistic relativity. Example. Some languages have 5 words for water, based on use, while others have just 1. Your language can limit or shape your thoughts. Linguistic determinism. Dale Hymes. Focused on communicative competence, knowing how to use language socially. Example. Saying, "What's up?" to friends versus, "How are you?" to elders. Stephen Levinson. Researched how space, time concepts vary across cultures. Example. Some tribes use north, south, instead of left, right, to give directions. Why it matters. Explains why translations fail. Example. No Hindi word for privacy. Shows how power dynamics affect language. Example. Formal versus slang. Let us sum up. Let's recap Unit 2 with a clear summary of structuralism, mentalism, and sociocultural perspectives. Structuralism, Susher, Bloomfield, Sapir. Language as a system of signs, signifier plus signified. Key ideas. Lang, system, versus parole, actual speech. Synchronic, study at one time, versus diachronic, study over time. Syntagmatic, linear combos, versus paradigmatic, substitution options. American versus European. Europe, focused on language systems. USA, described Native American languages. Bloomfield equals behaviorist. Sapir equals universalist. Mentalists, Chomsky, Pinker. Criticized structuralism for ignoring mind and creativity. Key ideas. Generative grammar. Finite rules. Infinite sentences. Competence, knowledge, versus performance, actual use. Universal grammar, UG. Innate language ability in humans. Sociocultural linguists, Sapir-Whorf, Hymes. Language shapes culture and society, not just mind. Key ideas. Sapir-Whorf hypothesis. Linguistic relativity. Language affects worldview. Example. 5 words for water. Linguistic determinism. Can't think beyond language's framework. Dale Hymes. Communicative competence equals using language socially. Big picture. Structuralists. Mentalists. Socioculturalists equals evolution from systems. Mind. Society. All 3 perspectives are complementary for understanding language fully. Before we end, please like, share and subscribe the channel for more such study materials, and one important information: if you'd like the notes for this video, check the download link in the description box. Thank you.